Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I am not in my usual setup. I am actually in Florida and I'm in my sister's house. I also didn't bring my tripod, so you guys are just sitting on a fruit bowl on her kitchen counter. But I wanted to get this video done today because I put it up on my stories a few days ago and I hate doing that and then waiting so long to do the video. So today's video is all about what it's like to date in New York City. I put up a poll on my Instagram stories. I feel like I can't speak right now. I put up a poll on my Instagram stories, like a question thing, and a lot of you guys asked some really good questions. Some were like pretty intense questions. I'm just gonna pull up my questions on my archive stories and I'm just gonna answer away. Like I said, I wanna keep this video super informal and just like open and honest. Where is that? Oh, here we go. Okay, I had a lot of repeat questions, so bear with me while I just like sort through these. Okay. Where do you think the best place for a first date is? Okay, so there's like a lot of controversy on this. Not a controversy, but I feel like people are always like whether to go to dinner for a first date or drinks for a first date, and I feel like it's almost looked down upon. Wait, also side note, if you hear a dog walking around, my sister has a dog and her nails on the wood is like the cutest noise ever, but if that's what you hear, that's what it is. I feel like it's frowned upon in our generation to just go to drinks first, and I feel like people think like the guy may not be taking it as serious if he's not taking you to dinner first, but I honestly think this is false. I think I personally would rather go to drinks first to make sure I even have like a real connection with this person before I sit at a really awkward, uncomfortable, I'm gonna move in the middle. Before I sit at like a 2-hour dinner and have to make conversation with this person and have to like eat a full meal. I feel like first date should be drinks or even like coffee or something, get to know each other, see if there's even that first connection. And then second date 100% should be dinner. So that's where I stand on that whole topic. Everyone is different. Some people like to go to dinner on a first date. For me, it's also like that must get really expensive for a guy to constantly be taking girls out to dinner. I feel like take them for a drink or a cup of coffee first. Okay, so I'm gonna skip all those because it was just like random. Okay, someone wrote a very intense question. How can you tell if a guy is a fuckboy? That's funny that you guys use the term fuckboy because I use that term all the time with like my sister and stuff. Like, oh, he's a fuckboy. Okay, coming from a dating app such as Hinge, I do notice it's hard to tell because first off, you're not meeting this person. You didn't meet him in like your normal daily routine going out with your friends. So a lot of times you don't have people in common, so you can't like. I just stopped and I'm like, who's in the house? Go away, I'm filming a video. Suddenly I heard like a crazy noise and I look and the camera was moving and my sister was talking to me through the dog camera and I had a heart attack. I thought someone was in the house. Oh my God, I just unplugged the camera and I screamed at her. Oh my God, that was the scariest thing ever. Anyway, it's hard to tell if a guy's a fuckboy because you don't know, you don't have in common friends. Like a lot of times if like a group of friends set me up, first off, they'll know not to set me up with a fuckboy. But if they just hook me up with someone random, I'll just be like you could ask them. Like you could be like, oh, like what's this guy's deal? Like what is he looking for type thing. But from Hinge, you don't usually have like people in common, so you can't really just like go and ask. And like you're obviously not gonna ask this guy on date 1, 2, or 3, like, hey, what are you looking for type thing, like whatever. So it is hard to tell, but what I have noticed is that if a guy is making an effort to communicate with you and talk to you and see you, he's definitely interested. I'm all about that. Like, make time for the people you want to make time for. I don't think, oh my God, hold on, now my sister's calling. Is this even in focus? Okay, this video, guys, is very informal, I apologize. Okay, so I really believe if a guy's trying to make time for you or a girl, this isn't like a biased, gender biased video, if the person is trying to make time for you, then they're interested and hear them out. But I do think that you guys should have the conversation of like what you're looking for before you get like intimate with that person and take like whatever it is to the next level. A lot of guys honestly have been really honest, and I've had a guy very recently actually tell me that on a date, we were out on a date and he told me that he went on like 3 dates that week prior to me, and he had a date the next day. So to me, that was like major fuckboy vibes, and I never saw him again after that. So some guys are just like super honest, and if that's not what you're looking for, if you are looking for like to get to know someone better in a serious relationship, don't think, oh, you know, he's just dating around for now, but I could change him and I could make him want to get into a relationship. Do not think that way. Get the fuck out right now. Like, don't waste your time. Don't try to sit here and say, oh, well, maybe he's just keeping his options open. No. If a guy meets a girl that he really, really likes, I honestly believe that he's not gonna be going on a million other dates the night before and the night after a date with that girl. That's my personal opinion. So I don't have like an actual formula on how to tell if a guy's a fuckboy, but be smart and don't rush into things. I also do believe if a guy is rushing into things and saying all this crazy stuff to you, like, I'm so into you, this and that, like, too soon, it's a red flag. Like, this guy doesn't know you yet. He has to take his time. He has to put in the effort. Like, stop trying to skip steps and like get ahead, because what's gonna happen is he's gonna say all this bullshit to you. You're gonna believe it. You're gonna take like the relationships to the next level, and the next thing you know, you're either not gonna hear from him or you're gonna find out he's dating someone else, and it's just a shitty situation. So lately I am all about being super, super slow with someone in the beginning, figuring out if I even like them, and going day by day. So yeah. Okay, this was like a very intense question too. So when is it appropriate to sleep with a guy that you first start dating? I think it's different for every single person, and obviously it really depends on like the vibes you're getting. If you get any fuckboy vibes from a guy, like any percentage of like, I can't tell what this guy's looking for, I feel like he might not be looking for what I'm looking for, absolutely do not sleep with him. Like, come on, let's be smart here. If you meet a guy and the connection's amazing and you guys are on the same page and you guys are both kind of agreeing to only see each other, then I don't think you should put a time limit on it. I think you should just go with what feels right. I'm a big believer in that, but I also do think that you need to have that conversation first of, hey, this is what I'm looking for. Is this what you're looking for too? If not, no hard feelings, but like, I no longer want to waste my time. Whew. All right. Okay, a lot of people ask about date outfits. I know I put some on my stories, but honestly, like what I'm wearing now, I just shot a look. I'm wearing a cute little bodysuit, boyfriend jeans, and then like cute little heels or booties, depending on where you live and the weather. And then obviously if I was in New York, I would wear a leather jacket over this, and in Florida, I would just go out like this. Someone asked me, when is your next date? So since I am not in New York for this entire week, I don't have any dates set up because I'm in Florida, and like, I'm not gonna change my dating profiles to match in Florida. That to me is like crazy, and like, I don't need to be going on dates. Like, I'm here to see my friends and family. So as of right now, I don't have any upcoming dates, but I do have a few people who I've been speaking to, and we like plan to make a plan when I get back in town. Okay, so I would love to know, okay, wait, this one was funny. I want to skip that one. What has been the toughest recent relationship you've been in? I like how they said recent. Okay, a guy that I dated probably like a few months back. It only lasted for a few months too, but I think we rushed it in the beginning, and we were both just like super excited about like what it could be, and we definitely rushed into it. And I feel like sometimes when you do that, you don't actually get to know the person. So then we had like a lot of hiccups down the road because like we just like didn't understand like how each other works and how we communicate and what's best for us. So I feel like we really rushed into like the relationship aspect rather than like going on dates and like laughing and having fun and getting to know one another. We went to straight like acting like boyfriend and girlfriend. So that to me was a really tough situation because there was just like a lot of issues, like a lot of like arguing, which I don't like. I'm not like a person who likes to argue with my significant other. So I found that this person was super like argumentative, and everything was like his way or no way and controlling. And I just did not thrive in that situation. So that's really it. Ever since my serious ex, which was 2 years ago, I was in a serious relationship with a guy for 4 years. We lived together. We have a dog. We had a dog together. We're still good friends. Ever since him, it's just been like a lot of like guys that I've dated for like a few months here and there, but nothing very serious. That the guy also just showed you, the controlling guy, that was probably the most serious guy it's been since my ex, but I am no longer seeing him. Okay. Ooh, this one is funny. So someone has a twin brother that they would like to set me up on. So sure. I mean, if I'm going on dates from a dating app, I'll do a blind date, I guess. I don't know. it's like a little scary like that, but like DM me, whoever wrote me that one, and like we'll talk. We'll see. Oh my god, my friend asked me how my date was last night when I put this up. So I went on this date with the guy from Hinge, and this is actually the guy who told me that he dates like a million girls at once, and I was just so turned off. So the date obviously didn't go well, but yeah, that's funny that she asked that. I'm like I'm such the type of person, and maybe this is like a tip out there for men, like, I don't know if other girls feel the same way, but like, oh sorry, someone just DM'd me. Some guys I think like a girl would want a guy more if they make her jealous. I don't even know if that was just English, to be honest. But I am so not that way. Like, as soon as a guy shows interest in another girl, or talks about like dating other girls while I'm like trying to get to know him, like I'm so turned off. Like, obviously if you're telling me about a past relationship, fine, like that's totally different. But if you're actively telling me that you have a date the next day, or like the night before you hung out with me, I am like so repulsed by you that like I'm not at all jealous. I'm like probably won't ever want to see you again. So I don't know, like I don't believe in making people jealous. I've never been the type of girl like, let me do this to make a guy jealous. I think that's so stupid and so immature. And to me, the biggest turn on is when a guy is like so interested in me and like is just like, wow, like you were like, when someone like makes me feel like I stand apart in their life compared to all the girls they're dating, that to me is the biggest turn on. So like if a guy's saying, oh, like I had a date last night and the night before and the night before this and this and this, and like I have like so many more dates lined up, I'm just like, why the fuck am I here? Like this guy clearly, like, I don't know. I get so turned off by that. So that's like a little tip. Like I never recommend to try to make someone jealous. So don't do that. Okay, someone asked me, am I just on Hinge for the partnership or do I actually really like it? So, as you guys know, I am a partner with Hinge, but no, I am not on the app just because of the partnership. I was on it and then I got off of it because of the guy I was dating a few months back. We both agreed to get off all apps. So then when we ended things, this Hinge collab actually came out of nowhere and it was like perfect timing. So I got back on the apps and I've been meeting up with the people here and there. I'm taking a break obviously now that I'm on vacation, and it does kind of feel nice, but obviously when I go back, it's an easy way for me to meet people. I don't really go out that much anymore because like all my friends are in very serious relationships, so like we just don't really like hit the bars like we used to. So it's like kind of hard for me to meet someone, as like I either meet someone through an app or like friends of friends will be like, hey, we have a guy who like is interested, like we would love to set you up, something like that. So I honestly really do like the apps, and I like Hinge way better than like the other competitors. I'm not even gonna like list them out. To me, I think it's the most like genuine one, and I feel like guys are actually taking it serious on Hinge. Not all of them, but majority of them I feel like are actually looking for like to meet someone and like have a genuine connection and everything like that. Someone asked if I am looking for a serious relationship. So I think this is like a funny question. Not funny, but I'm not like actively out there searching for like a boyfriend. I say this even to every guy that I date, like at this stage in my life, I'm 26 years old. Like right now I'm focused on like my businesses. I have like an online jewelry business, which you guys know, and then just like growing my socials and stuff, and like just myself. Like I want to really focus on like being the person that I want to be so that I could attract the right person. But obviously if I meet someone who I'm really interested in and I feel like we connect and we have like a lot of things in common and the type of lifestyle that we want is in common, I would 100% take it serious as long as they're taking it serious. But I'm definitely not like out there like in search of a boyfriend. Like I'm so okay being alone. Like sometimes I prefer it because I feel like I hate feeling guilty that if like I want to go home and work, that someone like expects me to like always be at their house or always expects me to like be free to do stuff. And some nights it's like I want to just like lay in bed on my computer and work. So I actually do that a lot of nights. It's really bad. So I wouldn't really say I'm looking for a serious boyfriend. I think I'm looking for just like, I don't know how to explain it, because maybe I am, I don't know, because every time I do go on a date with someone and I find that he's not taking it serious, I won't take it serious. And I stop seeing him, so maybe I am looking for someone who takes things serious. I don't know. I think it really depends, and I think I like am in such the mindset right now that I 100% will not settle. Like I am waiting for that like, holy shit, this is the person I'm gonna be with the rest of my life moment. So I'm in no rush to find a boyfriend, but I guess I'm not looking for just like a casual thing either. All right, and then the last question, because I feel like a lot of these are just repeats. Somebody asked, what is it like to date in New York City? Do you go on a lot of dates? So I feel like I kind of answered this. New York City is not at all what I expected dating wise. Like I honestly pictured it like Sex in the City and like dating all the time and meeting these great like successful men, and dating in New York, maybe it's like our generation and because of these apps and stuff, it's very confusing to me. Like I feel like I'll go on a date and it's just like so not a match. And then that guy will continue to ask me out on dates and I'm like, how did he not feel that we weren't a match? And then I'll go on a date with a guy and like, I'm like, wow, we really connected. Like we had so much in common. We had a great conversation. We were laughing. It wasn't like boring small talk. It was like an actual real conversation. And then like the guy will just kind of like, I guess on both ends, it just like fizzles out. So it's like, to me, very confusing dating in New York City. And I think it really is kind of hard to find like a genuine guy who's looking to settle down at my age or like a few years older. I think the issue is that so many people in New York are career driven. So everyone's kind of focused on like bettering themselves and bettering their careers, which I think in the long run is better. Cause then like, and I am too, like I'm focused on like myself and my career. So hopefully like by the time I meet someone, we're both like ready in like our lives to actually like meet someone and like give that person the time of day. But yeah, I think it's like very confusing because there's just so many people in the city. There's so many good looking young people. So it is a little bit confusing. And I feel like it is hard to find a guy who's like has his shit together and who is looking for like to treat a girl with respect and to treat her right type thing. But anyway, I'm gonna end this video there. If you guys, of course, have any other questions on dating, you could, of course, DM me or message me on YouTube. I wanted to keep this video super, like, honest and open, and, like, I didn't try to, like, make it super polished or edited. So I hope you guys enjoy these types of Q&As. I know a lot of people are always curious about dating in New York because they think it's, like, really glamorous and exciting, but it's not at all what the movies make it seem. It's tiring, exhausting, but I'm hoping one day it will all pay off. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you guys in my next one.